Shifting tracks on to our top story. Now, Twitter chief Elon Musk has said that former US President Donald Trump will now be allowed back on the social media platform. This after Elon Musk ran a poll in which 15 million voters, according to reports, supported the move to bring Trump back. Musk tweeted saying, "People have spoken, Trump will be reinstated," unquote. The former US president's account, remember, was banned last year, in fact, last to last year after a mob of his supporters attacked the US Capitol. Right, let me go across. I'm joined on the broadcast by Mr. Anuj Agarwal, a social media expert. Mr. Agarwal, thank you so much for joining us on the channel. How would you interpret this move? Fact is that a lot of people see that with Elon Musk coming along, there will be a lot of rules which are changed in Twitter. Jack Dorsey, in his words at least, tried to make sure that hate speech is controlled to some extent on Twitter. And everyone's apprehension is, with Trump now back and what we saw happening in the US Capitol a couple of years back, that is a very dangerous precedent. And how all of us saw how Twitter was in fact being used by Donald Trump at that point in time. So just by a poll to bring Donald Trump back, how would you interpret this move by Musk?
I think it's a very smart move because after the Musk has taken over, he will have to do things to add some value to his enterprise. He has already paid $44 billion. Now, this move of reinstating Trump on Twitter is fraught with dangers because Mr. Trump in the past had been making very provocative statements. But then one has to see that these platforms, the media platforms or the social media platforms, they are supposed to be neutral in terms of people conveying their views. It is the public who is going to decide that who is right or wrong. So if people are not finding it good, whatever Mr. Trump is saying or would say, I think they will themselves unfollow him or put negative remarks. It should not be the Twitter management or maybe one or two people out there in Twitter who is going to stop a very significant political player in the US politics, Mr. Trump, to be disbanded from the Twitter. And as Musk is saying that he has taken a poll, well, he only knows what kind of a poll he has taken and what questions he has put. But then if so many people have spoken to reinstate, I think he has gone by the wind the way it is blowing. But yes, it is fraught with dangers because any kind of provocation on such a large social medium can cause a lot of problems, not only in US, even globally.
That's right. In fact, Mr. Agarwal, as you said, that it might be a smart move, and he's of course going to get a lot of traction with this. But the point is, how do you regulate such people? Those are, of course, questions which Elon Musk will have to answer. Bringing back Trump may be just one step. But when it comes to hate speech or freedom of speech, or, these definitions, of course, are probably going to be reassessed now by the new Twitter chief. But, is this the way? What kind of a reaction do you think? We've already seen some reactions of what Twitter has, how Twitter has reacted after Musk's takeover. But as a social media platform, which is very important, very popular by people who want to express their views directly to an audience, do you think this is going to have some sort of a backlash on Twitter or Musk?
Yes, it can, because people have now accepted after such a long time that if Mr. Trump is not there, it is not going to down the Twitter or it is not going to down the value of the social media. So even if one important person is not there, the social media remains still very important. Now, bringing back to that particular gentleman, it is just a statement being made by the Musk as it is being seen. It is not reinstating an individual's right to speak through the social media. It is a statement itself being made by Musk. And that is what people are not liking, that one person just to make a statement is actually bringing him back. It is not a normal phenomena. It is something which seems to be very well thought out. and it is to add some sort of a value or some sort of a charisma to Musk as well as to Musk own Trump. So it is a strategy. It is not a normal thing. Yes, the rules of the game has to be made clear to all the players now, including Mr. Trump and whomsoever is posting through the social media, and they have to be adhered to. They cannot be different for different people. You know, if one person or one set of people start making provocative statements or creating difficulties to other groups, they will have to be restrained or stopped, howsoever strong or howsoever politically significant they may be. So it has to be seen that whatever he has done, whether it will be in the positive territory, or it will create or seen Twitter as becoming an abusive place. So it should not become like that. So this is fraught with dangers. Yes.
Right. My last question to you, Mr. Agarwal, what do you think should be Elon Musk's next step? If you could actually predict his next move, in the sense that he's brought Trump back, of course, that's going to get him a lot of attention. And, I mean, the official reinstatement hasn't happened yet, but he has already announced it. Musk being very unpredictable. But what should be Elon Musk's next strategy now in order to assuage or address some of these apprehensions that people might have as far as hate content or instigatory content on Twitter is concerned?
See, Mr. Musk is a very smart technician, and he has mastery over artificial intelligence and machine learning like nobody else in this world has. So I'm sure he is going to put those kind of algorithms into the Twitter, and which are actually going to take away all those statements being made by X, Y, Z. So what he will do, that he will not stop the people, or he will not block the people. He will block the statements, speeches, or any such stuff which is coming. So he will, in that process, will show that after he has come to the Twitter, he has brought a significant improvement in the technology of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So he is able to stop whatever he wants to stop. So all those statements which are provocative in nature or which can create nuisance or problem to others, they will be stopped technically, and I'm sure he has that technical capability, and that is what he is going to showcase, and that is going to add value to his business as far as Twitter is concerned, as far as his other businesses. See, he has not taken over Twitter by paying such a huge amount just to improve profitability of Twitter, but to his entire enterprise value. It is just a showcase of his other work.
That's right. And we probably will never even be able to guess correctly what Elon Musk might be up to next. But nonetheless, bringing back Trump or reinstating Trump, of course, would be seen as one of the big moves in his takeover at the moment. Mr. Anuj Agarwal, thank you so much for joining us.